you're going to want to go ahead and turn off auto start and keep your game on slow pretty much for the entire game here. Go ahead and get a sub down. Get them down right about here, and whenever there's like a little gap between the track and the in the range of the sub here, that's how I know I kind of got them in the right spot. Save up to 350, and basically as soon as you get 350, go ahead and get another sub down over here in the top left hand corner of the dam. This spot doesn't have to be too exact, you just kind of have to get it down quickly, that's about it. I'm going to let you know right now, this map does not like you. If you're about to leak, make sure you go ahead and hit escape, go to home, go back in, continue if you need to. Because this map just straight up will just kill you randomly for no reason sometimes, so just be careful. If this strat doesn't work for you, I am going to be uploading another video using Pat Fusty, which is much more consistent than this strat. Between round 9 and 10 here, go ahead and get a boat down. I place him by lining up the edge of his range with the edge of the map. I basically have him touching and getting it as far to the left as I can. Between rounds 10 and 11, go ahead and get another sub down. Get him above your other sub down here at the bottom and get him as far to the left as you can. During round 13, go ahead and get grape shot on your boat whenever you can afford it. Between rounds 14 and 15, go ahead and switch your bottommost and topmost sub on strong here. Later in the round, get hot shot on your boat here as soon as you can. Pretty much at the very beginning of round 19, go ahead and get cannon ship on your boat, then throw them on strong. Between round 19 and 20, go ahead and get long range on the sub in the middle here. Between rounds 21 and 22, go ahead and get advanced intel on that same sub. Between 22 and 23, go ahead and throw the sub up here at the top on first. Between 23 and 24, get submergent support on your sub. And after he takes out this camo here, go ahead and unsubmerge him. Between 24 and 25, get faster shooting on your boat. During round 26, go ahead and get double shot on your boat. During round 32, go ahead and get the reactor and submerge him after you do that. Towards the beginning of round 34, go ahead and get Quincy on this rock over here. Try to get him as close to the track as you can. He's never really going to be able to shoot balloons, but it's okay. Pretty much at the very end of round 38, go ahead and get yourself a pirate ship here. Between rounds 39 and 40, go ahead and get another boat here above your other one and get him as far to the left as you can. And go ahead and upgrade him twice to the top. Start round 40 and go ahead and hook him in. Towards the end of round 31 here, go ahead and get destroyer on your boat. Towards the end of round 47, go ahead and get your aircraft carrier. During round 48, go ahead and upgrade this sub over here at the bottom to the middle path 3 different times. Remember to keep your game on slow here throughout the 50s because they kind of hate you. Between 56 and 57, go ahead and unsubmerge this sub here. Start the round, use the hook on the first Moab. After that, there will be a mob that spawns down here at the bottom of the map. Whenever you see him, go ahead and pop Quincy's first ability here. If you are about to die, feel free to go home and go back and continue the round. For some reason, this round is really weird and you can just die on it for no reason. But usually whenever you continue, it's just fine for some reason, even though you do nothing different. After you take out that second set of mobs and you don't die, go ahead and resubmerge that sub. Round 60, go ahead and hook this guy in. During round 61, we're going to use our rain of arrows here whenever the first mob pops. Whenever the next mob spawns here at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and pop Quincy's first ability. Towards the beginning of round 62 here, we're going to get carrier flagship whenever we can afford it. Hopefully you don't die here. After you get this boat up, things do get a little bit better with this map here. You can still die to some random stuff sometimes, but it usually is pretty consistent after this point. Between rounds 62 and 63, we're going to get an ice here in the bottom right hand corner of this little spot on the carrier flagship. Then we're going to upgrade our reactor to the middle path one time, then start the round, and whenever we can afford the second upgrade of that middle path, we're going to get it. After that, start upgrading this ice monkey to the top twice, then upgrade to the middle path whenever you can afford it. Do be careful, this round is still kind of sketchy at times. After the first two ceramic waves, we're going to go ahead and rain of arrows the third wave. Between 63 and 64, we're going to go ahead and get another ice down here in the bottom right hand corner of the other spot on the carrier flagship here, and start upgrading him to the middle path. During round 65, go ahead and get Arctic Wind on your ice here. Between round 65 and 66, go ahead and get a village here at towards the bottom right of your ice aura here, I guess. We're trying to get all the towers here in the range of the village. If you don't get the sub here all the way at the bottom in the range of it, it's not that big of a deal. You should be able to pull this off without it. Get bigger radius on the village whenever you can afford it. During round 67, go ahead and get jungle drums. Towards the beginning of round 68, go ahead and get primary training. During round 69, go ahead and get the next upgrade to the top path on the village here. After that, whenever you can afford them, go ahead and get both discounts on the village. Next, upgrade your ice to ice shards here and to embrittlement whenever you can afford it. Go ahead and get your free range upgrade here on your ice monkey. Be careful of round 78 here. Towards the end of round 78 here, there's going to be a camo ceramic rush. Go ahead and rain the arrows that whenever you see it. It's going to come in after the BFB and after the purple balloons that are after that. Then go ahead and get first strike on your sub here. Go ahead and use your first strike on round 80. Round 82 is kind of sketchy as well. Basically, after we pop all the non-fortified BFBs, we're going to use our hook here. And we're going to wait for that second fortified to pop. Then we're going to first strike, use Quincy's first ability here just for fun. And whenever the other fortified up here starts popping, we're just going to rain arrows him for good measure. Between 84 and 85, you can go ahead and get a preemptive strike. Then begin the round and go ahead and first strike the ZMG, get twin guns on this guy, and get airburst whenever you can afford it. Next, we're going to go ahead and get a glued down right about here. We want to get him as close to the track as we can and as low as we can, pretty much. Start upgrading him to the bottom path twice and get the middle path once for free. Around 87 there's a ZMG, so we're gonna first strike him, and when the second one gets in range of Quincy and he starts shooting, we're gonna pop Quincy's first ability here. I accidentally fat fingered the hook key, you don't have to do that. Go ahead and get mob glue. During round 88, whenever the ZMG comes out, go ahead and first strike him. Go ahead and get relentless glue whenever you can afford it on round 88 here. After that, go ahead and get glue splatter. During round 89, I decide to get grape shot and hot shot on my boat here. During round 92, when the ZMG pops his head out, go ahead and first strike him. Whenever Quincy starts shooting here, go ahead and pop his first ability. '94, we got more ZMGs, go ahead and use your first strike. Whenever Quincy starts shooting again, I go ahead and pop his first ability. Shortly after that, when all the mobs are stacked up like that, I think I'm about to leak, so I go ahead and use his rain of arrows here. I don't know if that's necessary or not, but I would do it just to be safe. After this next ZMG pops, I go ahead and hook in one of the BFBs. Be careful on round 96 here. Go ahead and use your rain of arrows on this pack of mobs here. Go ahead and buy Pirate Lord whenever you can afford him, then switch that guy to first. There are ZMGs on the screen, so I use my first strike. Go ahead and get a boomerang down here above your glue as far to the left as you can. Upgrade that boomerang to a mob shove and then get the middle path twice. Then get an ice monkey above him as high as you can and as far to the left. Probably would be better if I got him in range of my village, but I didn't do that here. Round 97, go ahead and hook in the ZMG as soon as you can. Start upgrading this ice to embrittlement. For round 98, go ahead and use your hook. You're basically going to want to use it whenever it comes off cooldown. Use your first strike. After that, upgrade your ice like this. Once to the top, once to the middle. Go ahead and use your rain of arrows for fun whenever. Whenever Quincy starts shooting, we're going to go ahead and pop his first ability here. Then we're going to buy Embrittlement whenever we can afford it, and that should beat the round pretty much. Hook again when it's off cooldown, obviously. I decided to get Deep Freeze on both my ices here. I go ahead and get another Boomerang down over here to the right of my glue. Try to get him up to a Mo press and the faster shooting again. Basically, I'm gonna wait for a little bit after my hook comes off cooldown. We're gonna see like 2 DDTs on the screen here, then we're gonna use it. I got another Boomerang down here for fun. It really doesn't matter if you get him or not, honestly. Use your rain of arrows whenever you want. Whenever the bat is in range of Quincy, I go ahead and pop his first ability. Whenever he turns his bin down here and you wait a couple of seconds, then go ahead and first strike and he's done. I apologize if the strat did not work out for you, but I will be having one with Pat here soon. Don't forget to do the things if this video helped you out.